How's it going, everyone? So, I don't know about you, but I'm a big Chipotle fan, always have been. So, today I'm going to take their chicken burrito and I'm going to improve upon it. Think we can do it? Let's give it a try.
Okay, let's start with our chicken ingredients. I got here about 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And to that, we are going to take two dried chilies. We're going to do two Guajillo and two Ancho chilies. And all we're going to do is remove the seeds and rehydrate them. I also have just a couple of mushrooms, like 3 or 4 should do it. To that, we have some whole coriander seeds, about 2 teaspoons, and 2 teaspoons of whole cumin seeds. And we are going to toast them and then grind them, pulverize them into a fine dust. We also have, obviously, this is Chipotle, so a 7 ounce can of Chipotle peppers and Adobo sauce. We got 2 teaspoons of Kosher Salt, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and the juice of 1 lime. Okay, so we are just getting all those seeds out of those chilies. Okay, so we have our chilies all deseeded and opened up. We're going to add 2 cups of boiling water. And then we're just going to cover and let that steep for about 10 minutes and we'll come back to it. Okay, so while our chilies are rehydrating, we're going to take our cumin seeds and our coriander seeds and lightly toast them over medium heat for just a couple minutes until they get fragrant, and then we'll go to crushing them. Okay, so we have our toasted coriander and cumin seeds. I'm just going to grind that up. If you have a mortar and pestle, you can do that using that as well. Okay, so we have everything all combined, our rehydrated chilies, our seasonings, our lime juice, and our can of chipotle peppers and adobo sauce. Now all that's left, oh, I also added about half a cup of the water from what I was steeping the chilies in. So now we're just gonna make sure everything's secure and we're gonna mix. One last thing we're going to do, we're going to blend it one more time, but while it's blending, we're going to add about 4 tablespoons worth of chili oil and let that emulsify. So, might have if I turn on the thing. There we go. Alright, let's give this a taste. Got it nice and thick. Oh yeah, that's what we want. Alright, let's add the chicken. Okay, so we've added our chicken thighs to a large bowl. We're just gonna pour our marinade all over. Then all we're gonna do is just gonna massage the marinade into the chicken. Make sure we get everything fully coated. And we'll set aside to marinate.
And that is smelling amazing. So, we're just going to set this in the fridge for a couple hours and let it marinate, and then we'll come back to it.
go to our next component of this burrito. I'm going to be doing a bacon black bean mixture. So for that, I got a can of, well, black beans. Also got about 4 or 5 slices of smoky bacon that's been sliced. We also are going to slice off one onion thinly sliced, slice up an jalapeno thinly sliced, and also slice up some garlic. We also have some chicken stock, about half a cup, and 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay, in a pan over medium heat, we're gonna fry our bacon. We're then going to remove our bacon from the pan. And I'm going to drain some of the bacon fat, but I need some of it for the rest of the veggies and the beans. Okay, we've returned our pan to heat. We're going to add our thinly sliced onions. We're just going to let those saute for a bit. Add some salt to those onions. Then we're going to add the garlic. Come on. Then we're going to add our thinly sliced jalapeno, but we're only let that kind of cook for about a couple seconds. About a minute, maybe 30 minutes. We are then going to add our black beans. Make sure you drain them beforehand. So. We're then going to take our half cup of chicken broth. And that will also serve to deglaze the pan, get rid of all the bacon stuff from the bottom of the pan. We're going to add back our bacon. And let that come to a simmer. Let everything reduce. Okay, so we've taken our pan off the heat. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. We're just going to mix that in. Okay, now we're going to turn our attention to our cilantro lime rice. So I have about a cup of rice that I've cooked in my rice cooker. To that I'm going to add the zest of 1 lime and 1 lemon. Next we're going to add about a cup and a half of cilantro that I've chopped up. And we're going to go in with the juice of 2 limes. Yeah. If I can get this right. And finally, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. And mix that all together. And there we have our cilantro lime rice. Okay, we're gonna start by searing our chicken. I'm gonna just sear it, and then I'm gonna throw it into a preheated 400 degree oven till it gets to 165 degree internal temperature. Okay, so now we're gonna throw the chicken into the oven. It's at 400 degrees. And we're gonna just let that chicken cook until it reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit internal temperature. Okay, so now we're gonna assemble our burrito, and we're gonna do it more or less like how they do it at Chipotle. So I'm gonna add a layer of my cilantro lime rice. Next, we're gonna add our black bean, our smoked bacon black bean mixture. And next, we're gonna add our chicken, which I've sliced up. Next, I'm going to add some guacamole. I made this earlier today. Next, going to add some Monteo cheese. And lastly, some cotija cheese. Finish it off with some salsa. All right, now let's wrap this burrito up as best as we can. It's going to be interesting how we do this, so. And that is how I make the chicken burrito from Chipotle, just improved. I hope you give this a try.